Man, I'm debating telling you or this or not because it's gross, but like, so at work, whenever my like manager comes up to me and he's like, Bailey, I have a special friend for you. That's how I know we've pulled somebody out of a horror movie. And,
God.
and so they take me into the dressing room to show me who they want me to work on. And it's like, they don't have a nose. They don't have a forehead.
Oh my
They're
God.
like
Supposed to
literally,
have those.
they're literally green and black. And they show me a picture and it's this like sweet little old white lady when her skin's black right now. And I'm like, I'll see what I can do. And I spent like literally 6 fucking hours. And she was men prepped too, which means they just gave her a bath instead of like actually embalming her. So I'm trying to put makeup on like actually rotting meat. And so what I did was I got a bottle of super glue. I got a bottle of super glue and I like cut the top off and I literally just coated this lady's entire face in super glue so it would stop falling apart every time I fucking touched it.
That's
and then he's
fucking
like,
insane.
and then he's like modeling wax now that it wasn't like, falling into pieces. The Patsy Cline, I fall to pieces every time Bailey pokes me with a brush. And
Good lord.
fucking made it work though. She didn't look right, but she had a face.
Listen,
Right
that's
side-
all you can ask for.
On the bright side, if I ever need makeup done, I know who exactly to ask.
You have to lay on a table.
God.
That's fine.
I can only do it if you're laying on a table.
That's totally. I can do that.
Okay. No, but
You also
I
can't have a
take
pulse.
You can't move at all, especially when I poke you in the eyeball with a paintbrush. And then I have a makeup sponge, and I just absolutely slap the shit out of your face with it. I'm real glad that they can't feel pain when I glue their eyeballs shut.
Well, we don't know that. That's
You
a joke,
guys
baby.
use,
That's a
you
joke.
guys
Yeah, I
use
know,
the
I know.
contacts?
What?
Oh
You
God,
guys
please
don't use
no.
the contacts?
Oh, it's
The,
so
like,
vile.
There's like hook contacts, basically.
Oh yeah, eye caps.
Yeah. You
Oh,
guys don't use those?
No, we do, but they don't
Okay.
work sometimes. Yeah. I'm always worried, like, so there's this thing called an autopsy hook, where it's like it's just a blunt hook, not an autopsy hook, aneurysm hook. It's an instrument with a hook on the end so you can get all up in their business without using your fingers. And see, that's what you use to pull their eyeballs open so you can shove the eye caps in. And there have been some people where I'm like, I'm gonna sneeze and rip off this dude's eyelid. Like, because old people with fragile skin, I'm like trying to shove it in there. There are some that I've like cut them down to size. There's some of like, I can make this fit in their eyeball. And I'm just like, man, I'm gonna rip this dude's face off on like accident. And then I have to glue it together.
face. Oh,
The Nick Cage movie?
face. Oh, face. Yeah, no, great movie.
Okay, I haven't
Oh,
seen it.
Jesus,
I just know that it exists.
What? It's terrible. It's so much fun. I believe they
Darian said he's
killed
gonna need a
Darian.
couple minutes.
That rat bastard.
Got a little more than a couple.
Yeah, I know. It's
Some fucking bullshit.
at 7:13. He said,
Day
"Give
in
me
the
like
life
10."
of a British geezer.
I love this.
That is certainly a voice.
Do you not like the day in
The
the life of a
voice.
British
Make-
geezer?
Make a character with that
Oh!
voice.
Please no.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fucking
You know what,
TK47 gets an update and turns into whatever the hell that is.
TK47 gets polymorphed into a human, and that's what he sounds like.
Yeah.
Objective found! Slay the human!
And that.
Okay. At any rate, it is 10 a.m. day 54 of 1379. Let me make sure that's right. Yeah.
Great
Okay.
vintage.
Last game, you guys got issued sending stones to King Henry, and Carolina got a spare one for Wade. Carolina then spent the evening with Colonel Wade Blackwell at his flat, learning more about his personal life and putting his bed frame through industrial-grade performance testing. You then got started on your search for spies, getting an ice-cold reception from the guards at the Jaegerin Keep, though Lord Jaegerin agreed by proxy to meet you at the castle for lunch. And then you began your own cursory investigation of some of the traders and craftsmen in town. It's like 10 a.m., so you have like 2 hours before you need to be back in the castle. You investigated some, like, fish leather salesmen, and they sold knucklehead bones as well, which is an actual fish from the, from Faerun. Not an actual fish in real life. It's in Faerun. It's in Icewind Dale. And 10 Towns, where Driss Jordan lives, which is the only reason I know about it. But what are you guys up to? I think you were talking to a blacksmith last time. Talking about how he doesn't believe in all these newfangled guns and thinks that swords are still better.
Miko.
Hey, Carolina has swords.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely a swordsmith myself.
Well, yeah, considering Wade's sword.
Mm-hmm.
It was okay.
Mid.
Trying to get to my characters.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so what do you guys want to do now? We got some time to kill. I went around and looked in some places. What places did I find out from them?
I think the fish leather people told you that the youngest one of them learned thieves' cant from them occasionally selling knucklehead bone to drow, but that was way back up north where, closer to where they live.
Okay.
But that was the only really sus thing they told you.
Yeah, but nobody in the area?
No locals, not yet. But you guys just started investigating the locals like 30 minutes ago.
Okay. So, what about the tavern?
There is the Blue Lily Tavern, there's Emerson's Field, and there is one more that I would have to look up, and I don't feel like doing it right now. The Blue Lily is the only really tavern they have.
I gotta hop off. They need me at the hotel to go.
Oh shit.
Yeah, check. I got a trainee, and I just checked him in. They talking about they need the CLC card.
Oh, okay.
Before I commit to that, let me see.
Future Bailey, just put some technical difficulties music in here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let me see if I can just text him. Oh, they figure something out.
Oh. Are we HOTTOGO?
HOTTOGO. You can take me high to go.
Copyright stricken.
But you two are standing in the market when Carolina briefly gets disappearing disease.
Twin bread.
Is it copyright infringement if you're singing it?
It's a song.
But if you're singing it,
If I'm singing it specifically, even more so, because I worked in entertainment law for a bit. It's extra.
okay, yeah, hold on.
Okay.
Well, isn't that our boss? I feel like our boss getting disappearing disease is it's a bad sign, right?
Yes,
Talkative
it is
today.
indeed.
I swear to God, if I die here because I followed some fiery in multiple ways wannabe tiefling. I never get why you get so offended by that. Like, we're not bad guys just because we're bad guys.
Morality is a weak flesh concept.
You continue to scare me more and more every day. I hope you understand how much that means.
TK's gonna lean in really close to you and go, "That is intentional." and then just lean back.
He just like visibly shakes. Like, I don't like that. It's impressive though. I give you props. Like if you're a comedian, you'd have them for stand up.
Let them prop you up.
That's a
So
real
you can
knee
stand
slapper.
up during prop you up for your stand up thing.
Okay, you said
The
Emerson
singer.
Field?
Emerson's Field is a small like beer garden thing, and then the Blue Lily is the biggest tavern they have.
Hmm.
Yeah, let's go to the. You guys want to go to the Blue Lily or Emerson's Field?
The Lily. Let's go to whichever one's. Let's go to whichever one's bigger, I guess.
I am under your direct command. So whichever tavern you deem we will go to is the one we will go to.
So that's 2 votes for the Blue Lily. Let's go there.
Okay. Yeah, you make your way to the Blue Lily. It is smack in the middle, in between the 2 towns that make Thunderscrum. It is one of the first buildings that was made for both giants and humans. Even the bars have 2 different heights. All the chairs are different heights. This building used to be a gigantic storage barn. Today they even have part of the wall rolled up, so somebody named Rock Gutter, which is a gigantic giant woman. She's a hill giant with giantism, which makes her about 25 feet tall. And she's sitting on her knees drinking out of a barrel as they have part of the wall opened so she can kind of be inside the building also. But this is somebody's on a piano, but it's pre-lunch, so it's not really hopping in here. This is the Blue Lily. Congratulations. They have a small sign that says August Geevit used to live here, and he used to live in the attic. But you would see, actually, there are a ton of foreigners in town. I'm just kidding. It's not solo before lunch. Everyone's here to see the Wandering Albatross, and this is like the only hotel in town. I would say even there are people who are like arguing about where the fuck they're gonna stay, because there's really not anywhere else to stay unless they want to camp outside. And there's some guard debating over we could make a camping area for all these people, since we literally have just been so isolated for hundreds of years. So you actually do see adventurers and scientists and wizards. Just kidding, I forgot about them.
We just didn't open our eyes yet.
Okay, wizards. Immediately going to keep an eye on them.
And you see Ayun Clerics, Goddess of Knowledge.
Well, I would like to check first to see who looks shady in the establishment.
Make a investigation or perception check.
Perception.
The other 2 of you can as well.
Take a guidance, Darian.
Guidance.
I don't know if that stacks, but it doesn't stack. But you know, in theory,
Wait, I think I have
The
guidance.
D6 or D4?
Oh, I don't have guidance on TK, actually.
Okay,
Oh.
yeah.
I
So
actually
50.
think I even have that.
Oh yeah?
Stuff.
You guys don't have friendship medals either.
Yeah. 15 it is.
15. You see somebody from the Society of Brilliance who's, I'm just gonna steal from Baldur's Gate. It's a person who's a mind flayer. They have a team of 2 Thunderscrum police who are keeping them safe and keeping them safe from everyone else. No one is talking to them. Though they have been served some sort of a drink, and you don't know if that's how mind flayers drink. Everyone is avoiding them, but they do have the blue and purple robes with an eyeball on them, as they are here studying notes and probably eating before heading out to go look at the ship again. You don't know how the slime on their tentacles doesn't freeze. And you're like, what are they doing here? They mostly work in the Underdark. But, you know.
Yeah.
It's an actual fucking mind flayer in the flesh, in town, and based on King Henry's new rules about accepting monsters into society if they want to come, he's granted them a police escort to have them not be fucking murdered.
Yeah.
Or make sure
Namana
they're
wouldn't
keeping
like
them.
that.
What?
Namana wouldn't like that.
Oh, the Gith character?
Yeah. Yeah, Namana's not gonna like that that's here. I hope he leaves soon. Well,
But other than that, it's just a lot of adventuring types.
okay. Yeah. I would like to eavesdrop on the wizards.
Make another perception check? Yeah.
What is with the low rolls? 15.
Have you tried be good?
They are mostly talking about having somewhere to stay tonight. They're on a break from science things, though they do, have journals or notes or something on the table in front of them. It's one of them got in trouble for using a scrying mirror today, and so they like to try and talk to someone back home wherever they're from, and so they're debating between the money spent on the fine and I guess there's price gouging going on, or they're like trying to ask somebody, hey, can we sleep in your basement? They're mostly doing logistical talks.
Okay, but trying. That's sketchy.
Mm-hmm.
You're in Thunderstorm trying to use magic?
Yeah, they apparently already got in trouble for it. Like, they were outside the ship and were trying to, like, open a scrying, like, two-way thing. Essentially FaceTime somebody back home to show them the ship. And they got in trouble. And they didn't get arrested, but they did get a fine.
A fine woman.
And, like, had their mirror confiscated or something.
I wonder who they were trying to scry, who they were trying to FaceTime. So, let's go up to the bar.
Okay. Do you go to the 10-foot tall bar or the 4-foot tall bar?
10-foot tall bar.
Depends.
Okay, you have to crawl up on a...
What?
You have to crawl on a stool that is also 6 feet tall in order to reach the waitress, who is an ice giant, who looks at you admirably as you struggle to get up there.
I'm standing on a 6-foot stool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and I just fly up to it and stand on it. So, hi. First time seeing an ice giant. Very cool.
They brush their blue hair.
May I ask your name?
My name is... Delgada. It's a last name. It's
Delgada.
Chrysanthemum Delgada. Yeah.
Chrysanthemum. May I call you Chrysanthemum?
You can.
All right. Well, very nice to meet you. I am Miss Carolina.
A pleasure.
These are my friends. I'll let them introduce themselves because I actually forgot their names.
You're
Literally.
what?
TTV.
You just met up. Okay, whatever. Cole.
Oh, you guys got here right before the alternate dimension investigation rush.
The fuck? Oh, yeah. That shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, so-
Miss Shade Flame, champion of Vivian.
I never told her my last name, but I guess
You're famous.
would be kind of known.
You went to go with King Henry to declare war, and then you helped find the ship that everyone's here about.
They don't know me.
King Henry's talked about you guys in speeches like 5-6 times now.
I don't remember any of that. Yeah, so what's the haps? What's been going on out here? Anything
just-
strange?
I've been working overtime because I'm the only one who can tolerate these weirdos. It's foreigners just have a thing for ladies with blue skin. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, I mean, I might develop a thing for ladies with blue skin.
Hey, if you keep tipping ladies of blue skin, they'll keep serving you stuff.
Mm-hmm. I won't knock the hustle, and I put in my hand for a fist bump.
She goes for a fist bump. She says, "What are you drinking? Is Fireball whiskey too on the nose for the Phoenix lady?"
Ah, perfect.
Okay.
Oh, thank God they're not
She
making
gets
fire
you-
puns at me for once.
She gets you a double, and she says, "What about the other two of you?"
Water.
This unit does
okay.
not have any sort of receptacle for drinking.
What
Goddamn
about
passion.
eating?
Another Fireball whiskey for him.
Also not
Okay.
needed.
Yeah,
Is there anything
actually,
you do like?
Murder.
Jesus Christ.
Oil?
No.
Gives you a stark look, Carolina. I can't help with that one, and then gets the other Fireball, and then a tall glass of very cold water.
So, I don't know. With all these foreigners in here, it's kind of hard to judge. But, you know, like, you guys are serving everybody. Has anybody gotten it, you know, so inebriated they started saying some little outlandish things or, you know, just acting funny in general? Out towards the king or towards Thundergrim in general?
We've had 6 people get arrested. That caused kind of a stir. Because they're, you know, stupid and they we're trying to put on a show and upstage our, you know, we've got like 6 guys who come in here and play piano whenever they come in and drink. And so some bard got a, you know, plucky and they're trying to do dancing lights and then to make a show, not realizing we're not impressed by that. And so he got a fist to the face and that came out a whole bar fight. And then, you know, one of their little buddies used Eldritch Blast and it escalated from there. But when there's like 60 people who do nothing but swing hammers all day, punching you in the face, they were down and out before the cops came.
Sounds like regular drunk stuff.
Yeah.
What
For them.
about the,
It's-
wizards?
I- If you were working for King Henry, and I won't comment about politics when we're in mixed company, but if you're working for King Henry looking for spies, or you're just bored looking for spies, you're probably not going to find them out in the open. Just going to say. If you
That's what something a spy would say.
If you were going to find them, I don't know, people who know people in the city or something, you can tell that she's pulling from like John Grisham books. Because if I see anything suspicious, I'll let you know, but everything about these people is suspicious. I don't trust people who've like been to Nigamish. So
Fair. Very fair. So, but I down my drink, down TK's drink,
okay.
toss him 3 gold. I don't even know how much the drinks are.
They're nowhere close to 3 gold. They're probably like 1 silver.
Toss him 2 gold.
Okay. See, gold is worth approximately $70.
If I keep tipping, I might, you know, get some Blue Thunder.
Maybe. Maybe. It's her thighs are as wide as your waist.
Oh,
Sounds amazing.
Mm-hmm.
golly.
That's why she gets the big
What?
tips.
Like, what?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Oh, I get it. It's a sex thing.
Is that Ian or Bastion saying that?
It's TK, if anyone.
Mm.
Yeah. You finished with your drink there,
Yeah,
Dark Voice?
yeah. It's water, you know, it's kind of not.
I think you should drink some.
I feel like if I drink something, I'll end up killing someone again. Like, not on purpose, though.
I mean, drink water. Sounds like you need to clear your throat.
This is just
Sounds
what I
painful.
sound like. It is. Life is pain.
Batman.
No, I'm a
Chrysanthemum makes a
tiefling.
note of, you guys should talk about murder less in public. At least.
Where shall we talk about it?
I'm officially ordained by Gon as a murderer.
Yeah, that doesn't... She points, and there's...
That's my entire purpose.
I think she's right. I don't know.
It's the religious murder, too, in this town. I don't know if, like, somebody up by the castle told you. That's, like, even worse than just straight murder. Is God murder? Because, like...
I don't think I could kill a
No.
god yet.
No, killing gods
TK.
is fine. Do that. But, like, killing because a god told you to?
That's eventually the goal, from my understanding.
Oh, good.
No, TK. They're not supposed to. Don't talk about that, TK.
TK's
Yeah, we
gonna
don't
look
talk
at
about her now.
TK's gonna no, where's the name card?
Gnome? You said where's the goddamn gnome?
No, name card.
Oh,
Yeah,
let's
we
make
don't.
that be
We
fucking
talk about
hilarious.
Bruno.
TK's gonna look at Cole and then look at Carolina as like a confirmation of like I shouldn't be talking about that.
You shouldn't be talking about that.
Understood.
Oh, dang it. Let's go gambling.
Look, man, you're under protection, but not under direct orders. There's a hierarchy to this.
Oh, you did say gambling. That's a good place. Is there a place where there's gambling going on?
Gambling's illegal. So,
Is there?
I mean, Wade is into underground MMA. Maybe he knows.
Yeah. And I slide another gold to her.
Oh, you're asking me. Okay. She pretends to look around all subtle like, and she says, if you're into betting, she points way at the back of Big Town, and she's like, there's a cavern way back there. If you tell them that you want to settle your tab with Emerson's Field, that's where you can, drop off some money, if you know what I mean. And then also, she points to another mountain. She says, on Saturdays, there's guys who are always like having a tussle, that's a little bit of aggressive arguing. And they're usually where you can, pay them to stop or something. And then she points way up at a different mountain. She says, probably like once a month. I'm not actually sure on their schedule, which isn't great. But over there, that's where the Wyvern Riders train, and they pay the one who goes the fastest, And if you're looking for just card games, the basement of Emerson's Field, typically, when there's not any red in the sky, she means there's no cops around. Says they typically have card games there.
Okay. Yeah. You don't know a time or how to get in?
On that one, you're just gonna ask if they can play cards. And late at night is usually when they, start having higher stakes games. It really depends on who's down there and like the vibe.
How far are these places?
They're gonna be across town, all of them.
Okay. Well, how much time we got before I gotta meet Jackass?
Probably like another hour before you need to start heading back.
Another hour? Okay. I'll spend another 10 minutes in here, or 5 minutes in here, and I'll drop the note of juicy gossip.
Okay. Yeah. Roll a d20 for the note.
Okay, that is my third roll low.
Yeah.
Low roll. That is a 9.
Okay. Let me see.
I rolled 2.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what gossip there would be.
So I rolled
Um,
2, 3, and that's bullshit.
Yikes. What gossip is there? With only a 9, I'll say somebody is commenting that they managed to sneak their devil grass in.
Yeah, that ain't shit. Well,
Yeah.
let's go, boys. As soon as I walk out of the tavern and I see nobody around, I disguise myself.
Okay. You duck into an alley.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I'll be dock worker number 1.
Okay. Then what
And
do you
then
do?
I continue.
Oh, sorry.
Continue. Let's head towards Emerson's Field just to get a look.
Okay. Yeah, you have a couple of minutes in here. It is a 2-story building, probably 12-foot ceilings. You know that there's a basement, and there is, in fact, a beer garden outside with giant-sized picnic tables, medium creature picnic tables. It's a much more casual place than the rough and rowdy Blue Lily. It's like hanging plants and a fireplace, and it's much more chill. It feels like a coffee shop, but they sell beer here.
So it's a Starbucks in any other country. Yeah. So, I get a look at the clientele. More casual and everything. Look for the people that are look like they participate in the after hours downstairs card games.
Yeah, make me a investigation or perception check.
Okay, come on, money, big money, no whammies. 20.
Okay. Yeah, you see here, there are more locals. A lot less people know about this place, and they have some rooms, but they have like 5 of them. And so you do see another set of what looks like an adventuring group here. But alternately than that, you see someone who is sweeping the floor, like they obviously work here, but there's something about them of like a little grease on the cheek or something, as they are scouting out who is here, and you see them whisper to somebody who it looks like they're a rogue type, and then this rogue type person goes downstairs. And then they just keep sweeping the floor, watching the adventurers.
Okay. The door that he went downstairs, was there like a code or code word or anything he used to go down there?
Nope. It wasn't even locked.
Okay, could I read his lips?
He was telling that person to set up tables for 8.
Set up tables for 8. Okay. Well, I think I got a couple of interesting people for now. Let's all head back to the castle so I can make sure that we don't start interrogating the wrong people.
Okay. Yeah, you head back to Thunderscrim Castle. It's the same boring, they let you in, assuming that you told King Henry, hey, we're going on side quests, bringing sidekicks with us. He would have given TK and Cole and the others much lower ranking clearance medals. Like, these are made of like a 10 or something, and they still have a serial number like the other ones do. But it's the guards would look you over, but not... this is mostly just a indication to the guards of how much they should search you. Of, you guys are probably not terrorists. If you're busy, go ahead and let them in. That kind of a thing. It's the fast pass for the TSA. And... but they let you guys in with little issue. And so...
So they let us keep our shoes on.
Huh?
So they let us keep our shoes on.
Yeah, they might look in your bag, but not make you take everything out of your pockets. But then you go into the castle. You know that the lunchroom is down the hall from the breakfast room. Henry might have pointed it out at some point, or somebody else. What map are you guys on? Don't worry about why I have a map built in here. Yeah, but you have a map. Maybe as you come up this stairwell, you can even hear King Henry's voice in the breakfast room where he usually stays. Oh, no, Victor's gonna actually... Maybe somebody who's in the top men would meet you at the stairwell and tell you to meet Victor at the old smoking room.
To the old smoking room.
Okay.
Does he have like 2 smoking rooms or?
No, it's a lot of this floor of the castle is abandoned because it used to be the entertaining floor when King Henry's grandfather was mostly in, well, and you know, the centuries and centuries before then. But since they've toned down they don't waste money on huge banquets for no reason, they don't use a lot of these rooms anymore.
So
They've
it
even
used to
sold
be
off a lot of the
smoking room.
furniture.
Got it.
Yeah. But there's people milling around in here. They're turning what used to be a banquet hall into a war room. So there's like soldiers and secretaries and shit bustling around. Yeah, it's mostly just people who work in the castle and who are working on logistics with King Henry. Yes, gentlemen, no fighting in the war room. But you come into this lounge type room, which there's still a sheet over one of the couches. This is on the outer wall of the castle, so there's actually windows in here. It does smell like smoke and mildew in here, but you're in the room, and Victor's alone in here with you, sitting at a desk and chewing on a cigar, as he has one of the windows open, but motions for you guys to take a seat. And somebody does, in fact, bring you guys food of some sort. It's basic Thunderscrim stuff. I don't know what you're eating today, but he does bring you food, and there are tables.
Peas and crackers. Happy to have lunch with you, Mr. Yeager.
I can't say the same, but...
Well, I'm glad that you were able to see us today.
Yes. What did you want to talk about?
I don't know if you... I got some tasks from King Henry that I'm trying to accomplish. And you and I are kind of in the same business. So I need to find a way to make sure that I can identify your people so I don't identify them as the wrong people.
Ideally, you won't see my people at all. And then secondly, if you were able to identify my people, that would be a detriment because they're watching you. We aren't in the same business. You're an adventurer. What we do is very different. And he gives you a smile.
Okay. So I'll be
You're
a little more...
lone person who's occasionally useful, who goes out and causes trouble. We're an organization. It's very different.
Yes. Yes. And I'm trying to help the king root out enemy spies. Now I know that your people are spies. I don't want them to be in the way or mistaken. So I know they're watching me. I've known they're watching me. I wouldn't expect anything less. I just don't want them in the way.
They won't be in your way.
So if I do happen to encounter one of your men or women, you know, is there something they can say to me to get me off of their scent?
If they're undercover, for example, with somebody that you find out is a local spy, I guess, revealing in any way that you're on the same team would be bad.
I mean, just like they could say something, a little code word, challenge and pass, whatever, that, only you and them would know to tell me.
If I have
something random.
Here, let me explain it this way. If you find a group of people that mean us harm, that I don't know about and therefore don't have a spy in, please eliminate them. Actually, don't. tip off the police, have them arrested. Don't just extrajudicially murder people in the streets, just like King Henry and I and the rest of our army and whatever don't want people to do. So that's the problem, is that adventurers take way too long of a leash. You think you could just walk into anywhere and murder whoever just because you think that they're a terrorist or something? No. Where the hell is the law? My people are there gathering evidence. You don't need to worry about identifying my people. Because if you tip off the police to, hi, this person's with this person, when they do get arrested, and maybe we'll hire you on as a mercenary and let you help the police, they won't die in some sort of raid, because that's not how we do things here in a civilized land where wizards and clerics don't just rule whatever with an iron fist, do whatever the hell they want. We have laws here. So you don't need to worry about identifying my men, because you shouldn't be doing anything in this country to endanger them in the first place. And I know that King Henry is having you do some stuff, and trusts you to do that stuff, despite how many times I've told him not to trust you at all, ever. Pretty sure he doesn't expect you to kill people within our jurisdiction. Maybe gather some evidence, tip us off to it. That'd be nice.
Yeah, I look at TK and I look at Cole. Did I ever say anything about murdering people?
Nope, you said about actually protecting people. Protecting your people, actually.
And I kind of point right at him, like,
You. Actually,
Let me ask you this question, oh great champion of Vivian. Have you ever completed a single mission without fucking killing someone? Because I don't think you have. I think that's your bread and butter.
I'm not a champion.
I'm not sure exactly how long you've had your people following me, but yeah, I mean, I'm sure there was a time or two, or maybe even more, but I think I can count on one hand how many times I've actually attacked first. So, yeah, I mean, unless it was somebody that I was specifically sent to kill.
So if you're only self-defensing yourself, then perfect, because my guys are going to shoot at you. We do have pass phrases and code phrases and all manner of, challenge words, but I'm not going to tell them to you.
You don't need to tell me your challenges and passwords, but maybe give them one specifically for me.
That's too much work.
Yeah. Whatever.
You're
Like
kind
you
of
said,
lazy.
I should never see them, right?
Shouldn't see them.
And if I think that they're, if they get mistaken as what I deem to be a spy, just have them arrested, and then you'll have them keep their cover, be arrested, held for a little bit, and then let them go, right?
Correct.
Okay. That's fair. I just wanted to have this little chat so we can get on the same page. If I'm inside the city limits, arresting it is. I'm not
if you're
just
outside the city limits, then there's...
I'm not... Yeah, there's other options outside the city limits. Not that I will resort straight to killing, but they might be a little more aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
Fair?
That's all I wanted from you.
That's fair by me. I'm completely fine by that. I genuinely don't want to mistake your people or hurt your people.
And I'm glad that you came to get the plausible deniability of saying that.
I think you kind of want us to hurt your people, I'm going to be honest. It's kind of
What?
weird. Well, you said it's too much work for them to say, I don't know.
Well, because that means I
Smashed
have
up
to
balloon.
contact all the thousands of people working for me just to tell them about you. I mean, I have to go to people who are deep undercover in Golgari and all that other shit and go, hey, by the way, if you see the champion of Vivian, don't let her fucking kill you. Yeah, they've got that already.
But then telling us the passcodes is bad because you think we're liabilities. Well, at least she's a liability.
Yes.
He might be a liability. Pointing at
He
TK.
doesn't. He's so suspicious of me. It doesn't matter.
That seems exhausting.
Yeah.
Oh, don't think you're... It's not just you. It's not personal. It's all of you.
That's
I
still
trust
personal.
you.
Single one of you.
That's
I
still
trust you
personal.
so much.
That's group personal.
Yep.
You have a personal grudge against our group. I'm hoping one day that we can be friends.
Well, every cleric and every adventurer and every foreigner and every rogue who doesn't work for me, it's... Out of the 35 million people on this plane, unless there's like maybe 100 that I would sit next to without a gun in my pocket. So
That's
it's
okay.
not personal.
DTA. That's okay. DTA. Don't trust anybody.
Mhm.
I feel like you just might need to get in touch with your inner self.
Yep.
I feel like your opinion doesn't matter.
Well, like I said, hope that one day we can be friends. Friends doesn't mean you have to trust me, or at least not I wholeheartedly trust me. But
Yeah.
you can trust this. I mean your king no harm.
For now, I believe that. And he pours you all glasses of whiskey and goes to share a toast with you.
A toast to not stepping on each other's toes.
Amen. And drinks.
Yeah, sure.
I know you don't drink, Mr. Forgeborn. You can just throw it out the window if you like.
I'll have his drink.
I was gonna say TK's like holding the glass and kind of like looking at Lord Jaeger and then looks back down at it, and then he'll just like
Yeah.
throw it over his shoulder.
Yeah, perfect.
I was gonna drink it. That was
He
the
pours
good
you another
stuff,
glass,
too.
Carolina. And this is the good shit that he hides in this room.
Like, I appreciate that. Thank you.
And he nods, puts the decanter away, and waits for you to leave.
I get up, I give him a bow, about face, and walk out.
Cool. It's the only even somewhat pleasant interaction anyone's ever had with Victor. And it wasn't even pleasant. He was still a douchebag, but
A little bit of
I'll
a
take
dick.
it. I'll take it. Like he wasn't aggressive.
yeah.
Yeah, he actually wasn't aggressive. So yeah, I'll take it.
I'm just gonna kind of
So,
tap my amulet on the way out and be like, I wonder if he realizes that he literally can't find me. But
He can't wet you.
he can't find me. I have a amulet against detection because I try to avoid my parents, and I feel like that's just gonna piss him off at some point. But if we kill one of his people, I can bring him back, and then we can just maim them instead of kill them.
You avoid your
Well, I mean,
dads? You have double daddy issues?
You know what it's like. People think it's doubled. It's actually closer to being squared. It's an issue.
Alright.
God.
Sorry.
I mean, if we kill one of his people, how are we gonna know that it was one of his people?
We won't until he throws a little bitch fit at us.
We won't,
Just
because
simply
if we
ask
kill
every
him,
person.
they're not gonna answer. They're undercover.
Well, then we kill them.
Yeah. So if we kill them, how are you gonna bring them back if you know that knowing that they were one of his? Because we're not gonna know,
Because we
and they'll be
because
dead.
we would just simply tell them that we're going to kill them if they answer if they don't answer yes.
He
And
told
then we
you
kill
that
them anyway.
should it enter a fight to the death, it's the Captain America of how do we know who are the bad guys, the ones who are shooting at you. It's if his guys are implanted in somebody you're exterminating, they're not going to shoot you. Because they'll either escape or see the tides are turning and probably start fighting with you. Because they can't be undercover if everyone they're undercover with is dead.
They
That
can
was
still
his.
remain undercover. They could still remain undercover by running away.
Yeah.
If they could run away.
Right.
But also, how do we know that that's not just a runaway?
That's them trying to stay
Well,
undercover. But
If it's a runaway
No.
child, you kill it like the rest.
if everybody else is dead and they say that they are with Jaeger, if because we're not gonna ask. Like, we're just flat out not gonna ask if they were Jaegering. But if they are undercover and everybody else is dead and they try to run away and we catch them and they say, "Hey, I'm with Jaegering," we let them go and continue to be undercover, act like we couldn't catch them, or have them arrested.
Yeah, I mean, we'll figure it out once it happens.
If it's inside the walls, but we won't be killing anybody inside the walls.
Yeah, I mean, plus he's out here talking about how many times have you went to Pale and Bash and not killed people, but you guys are like emissaries of gods.
Yeah, I mean, like if you attack me, you're probably gonna die.
Yeah.
Or at least
That
that's the
should
goal.
love
You
killing
attack-
people.
Yeah, if you attack me, I'm gonna try to kill you.
I think Merkul should be more robophobic
It's a whole lot of phobia going.
for good reason.
Yeah.
That
So
doesn't make sense.
Mhm.
That doesn't make sense.
You guys like murder a little too much, and that's coming from me.
Oh, I don't like murder. I like sex.
Oh, well, that's good.
Murder's a close second. Yeah, so now that we met with him and really got nothing out of that interaction, still early. It's still early. You want to go to the? You want to go to the Wyvern races, or just go ahead and skip town and look for some assassinations?
I mean, we're kind of at your behest.
Well, I mean, this is a group effort. We could go straight to the assassinations, blow off some steam after talking to that asshole.
It's, Carolina, with your 5 billion perception, you hear in the breakfast room, Wade asks King Henry, "How many of those have you had?" And Henry's like, "God, this is like my 6th one, Jesus." And you realize that King Henry's eating a sandwich because he hasn't been able to, like, reliably eat in years. So he's finally eating like a teenage boy.
Yeah.
But then Wade was supposed to be off today. Why is he in the castle?
What's supposed to be up?
But then again, it's Wade, so...
Yeah,
He's somewhere to sleep.
he never listens. So, I will, is there a guard outside the door?
Yeah.
I'll go stand in front of him awkwardly until he opens the door.
This half-giant guard blinks at you as you've just walked in this room, dozens of times. And he opens the door.
Thank you. And I'll skip in.
Okay. It's King Henry's answering mail at the moment. You can see that he's trying to write a response to somebody in Dunan.
Boring.
Yeah, it's... Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's the mail and may
Mr. Kagan,
feeble.
sir.
Hi. I feel great. This is like the 6th sandwich I've eaten today. Holy
I
shit.
got a big old grin on my face. I'm glad to see you enjoying yourself in your new body.
I am. Holy shit.
Yeah. Wade,
He nods.
thought you were. Anyway, list of targets, sir. Who's first?
Yeah, I was hoping that would go well. Victor was like, "I'm gonna talk to her," and gave her a hook. What for? And I'm like, you do that, Vic.
It actually went pretty well. I think it's the most pleasant conversation we've ever had.
Well, I didn't hear any gunshots, so...
I don't think that ended well, but
Well, that's
Yeah.
what I mean, is any conversation with him that doesn't end in gunshots.
We actually had a nice toast at the end.
Well, that is nice.
Yeah. We're not friends.
Oh,
But-
no. Yeah. And Henry
Yeah.
looks around to make sure no one heard him say that.
Yeah. It's just being real. We're not. But I think we have a little bit more of an understanding.
Well, that's good.
A little bit. Just a little bit. Like a ton here, a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. How do you want to do this? You would just want to hold the paper up, close your eyes, and point at a person?
Oh, for who you need to kill next? Or, assassinate,
Yeah.
take care of, whatever?
Yeah, after that conversation, I really do feel like murdering someone.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, I mean, if you want. And everyone make me a perception check.
30.
Okay.
14.
Okay.
God. That's a 2.
Okay. With your 30, and with being friends with Wade specifically, more than friends, you know that he's being weird right now. Calm, collected, confident. Maybe it's because Henry's saved, but it's like not normal. And you notice the dead giveaway that something is wrong with Wade is that somebody who's like a private walks up to him, and like people usually don't salute Wade because they all know that he was promoted just because for fun, and he doesn't. This little private doesn't salute Wade, and so he glares at them, and they finally get the idea and salute him, and then he does it back and still gives them like a death glare, but then goes back to like his normal stance with a small satisfied smile. And even Henry kind of notices this and goes makes a face of that's fucking weird, but then doesn't say anything as he's still thinking about who to tell you to go kill next.
Is there any way to distinguish if he's wearing a disguise?
If he's what?
Disguised?
You can try and look at him closer.
I will definitely actively take a closer look. As I get closer to him and start brushing up on him.
Like, being, like, flirty or what?
Yes.
Well, first of all, make me a persuasion check.
Persuasion. 26.
Okay. Yeah, he seems to relax with you standing next to him, but you pat his shoulder to touch his armor. It feels just like Wade's armor. Because you took it off. But
How?
it's his exact form, deceptively muscular, like in my doodle I made the other day. And just personality type, he seems kind of weird though. But he would pat your shoulder in return. I don't know.
Is he as awkward as he was the day before, or the awkward after, or this morning?
He's awkward in a different way. Like, usually he's, like, just extremely modest and does not like to be in the limelight and is just a normal guy who got way in over his head. But then, now he's awkward in it's almost, like, passive-aggressive, or he feels out of place. But not in a... Yeah, he's always kind of out of place because he's Wade, and he's awkward, and he's anxious. But...
So, that's something we didn't talk about. Yeah. So, have you made the preparations for our wedding tomorrow?
He gives you a small, apologetic smile. No, I haven't. And I won't be doing that for a while.
Really?
Hmm?
You know we talked about that last night, right?
Oh, just last night? Ah. Maybe I forgot.
You forgot. What else did you forget about last night? Did you forget how we were hanging from the ceiling fan?
What's a ceiling fan?
The thing on the ceiling that spins.
Oh. Maybe I carved one of those. And you see Henry look up at Wade, too, with more narrowed eyebrows. He says, are you feeling okay, Wade?
You know, guys, Cole doesn't know that there's anything up yet.
Yeah.
You hear King Henry ask if Wade's okay.
Yeah, are you?
Cole's gonna-
Says, you keep calling me Wade. Isn't that weird? He says to King Henry. It's like, that's what I've called you for like the last 11 years. Yeah, but the colonel part, you leave out. It's like, do you want me to start calling you that? I mean, I'm happy to. It's, you know.
Mad at me not calling you? Are you mad at me calling you Wade?
Have you ever realized how sick of you people I am? How
Spell
exhausting
magic.
all of you are? It's being
just
bound to
throwing
you. What?
I'm just throwing a dispel magic at his face at that.
Okay, is there like a DC or something?
Let me read it.
Okay.
Any ongoing spell of 3 or lower, it ends. 4 or higher, an ability check for spellcasting ability DC 10 plus that spell's level. If it's successful, it ends.
Okay. So
3 or lower automatically ends. 4, I'd have to roll a 14, 5 a 15, up from there.
is you have to roll?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Ha 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 ha.
For no reason.
14.
Okay. So, as you cast Dispel Magic, Wade smiles. He says, I was so sick of this. Anyway, this is exhausting to keep up this little act. I don't know how I always do it. But Wade's smile starts to turn. It was outrage and resentment. And now it is tense, and his scarred face, as he backs away from you, turns into a wide, vile grin. He says, you know, I was supposed to be off today, but I came in to tell you something. I'm taking a little vacation. He's telling King Henry this mostly. Little lordling and child king and reluctant god to be. I'm already gone, in fact. I'm gonna be out of your reach, both of your reaches, for the rest of your pathetic and then immortal life. And I'm gonna become immortal so you can watch me suffer here and in heaven as well. And his little smile starts to transform, and bones crack and skin shivers, and his eyes go hollow and jaundiced, and his entire body turns to slough and drip like melting wax. And his voice warbles and turns into a chorus of shrill, terrible shrieks. Your little Wade is gone. And were it permitted, I would have killed you and taken your entire kingdom, has taken the Ethereum shard for our goddess and wielded its power as it has always been naught but a teasing waste. But the offal shall have to suffice. A male offal as well, not even a worthy sacrifice, but his suffering shall be your offering. You will pay. His suffering will pay for your foolish, childish insults at that godly meeting. You cannot be forced to take the knee, and so we will break his. We will cut out his tongue so you will learn to hold yours. You will respect her name. I cannot kill you, half-god, but rest assured that is only because it is forbidden, but you will pay for how you spoke to my almighty mother, the mistress of darkness at the godly meeting, by me ensuring that your little nursemaid speaks nothing but screams and pleas for the mercy of death as long as he lives. By the Black Lady's hand and her magic, Colonel Wade Blackwell will live to suffer for a very long time.
Slit his throat while he's talking.
They transform into a creature made of wax. Any of you who are religiously inclined can realize this You don't know what this is, but it is a creature. Everybody roll the initiative, please.
Holy fuck, Wade's dead.
No, he's not dead.
That's even
Wayne.
Time to
worse.
roll
That's a 10.
that's a 30.
Okay. One. Need to.
Fucking hell.
Wade's not dead. He's going to be kept alive for a very long time by whoever this
That's
dark goddess is.
worse.
Yeah.
Damn.
Okay. So, fucking TK, you got a 30?
Yeah.
Good God. All right.
Do they count as surprise? I'm assuming not.
No.
Are you an assassin?
Yeah.
They aren't surprised, but you're going first in initiative, so I think it still counts for all the math you do.
Well, if they count as surprise, then I get to anytime I hit them, it's just an auto crit.
For this turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think because you go before them in initiative, yeah. What did you get, fucking Carolina and Cole?
25.
10.
You roll for them. Alright. TK, this devilish, or fiendish, I'm sorry, ball of wax here. I guess I should have moved you all into the room, huh? Yeah, this green thing is the false Wade. As they morph into their true form, a large, bubbling creature made of black wax and droopy eyeballs. But they burst into this form, and you hear around the castle other kind of burstings as well, and then you hear screaming, and then you immediately hear gunshots.
Uh-oh. One of those times where I really wish I was still playing as pale. Boy, howdy.
Yeah.
Get a fucking plasma gun, bro.
Sure.
But, TK, what do you do first?
I'm gonna fucking light this thing up.
Okay. I expect nothing less.
So, does a 20 hit?
It sure does.
Okay, so you're saying that they would count as being surprised for the purposes of this?
Yeah. For this
sweet.
round, just like they know you're about to stab them, but you're going before them in initiative. They had to deliver their speech first.
Does this have any limbs?
It does, but it's a blob, but they have these sort of tentacle limbs.
Can I headshot this? Because I have the pulse rifle, which means that when I crit, it blows a limb off.
It kinda has. Yeah. It maybe it'll still be kind of alive, but.
Okay. Well, I blow off an arm, and then I.
Oh, right, because the crit thing you do. That's right. Okay.
Okay.
You blow off an arm.
Yeah,
Good
and then
news,
I do.
it has like 4, but.
And then I do 48 damage to it.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna
you blow
shoot
a
it.
huge chunk of blob wax out.
Okay, and then I'm gonna shoot it again.
Okay.
Okay, that's another 20.
Okay.
Okay, I do another 24 damage to it.
Damn. Wait, is that like, what, 80 total now?
Yeah.
It's 40 for the first one. Then 20, and then 20 again.
60. Yeah, 48 plus 24, and then I'm gonna shoot him again because it's the first round. I get an extra attack.
Okay, remind me to never let you do this again.
Well, no, that. The only
I know.
Please let me do the thing I made him for.
No, I'm joking.
Does a 16 hit?
It does.
Okay, cool. Okay, that's another 27 damage.
Okay. Yeah, just like that, over half itself. Jesus.
Cool beans. And then I'm gonna.
And an arm down.
Yeah, and then what's in this room here?
There is tables, chairs, the windows. There's like a couch in the corner, like a couple of like side tables in addition to the big meeting room table. This is like, it's kind of just a conference room.
Can I like run, move, and dive behind like a table? And
Yeah.
as that's happening, can I like roll to hide?
Yeah. Duck under the table. It's fine.
Cool. Sweet. So that's a 32 on stealth.
Okay.
Cool.
I will keep that in mind.
Yeah, and they have disadvantage on any perception check against me.
Okay.
So I guess I'd move like where would a couch be? Like something
probably
I could have dived
behind King Henry somewhere here.
Okay, so 1, 2, and then
Yeah.
I dive. I'm hidden right there.
Yeah, you're hiding behind King Henry, Lamau.
Pretty much. I mean, kinda, yeah.
But this creature said that they weren't allowed to kill King Henry. I don't know who's telling them they're not allowed to, but so maybe that's a good move. Next up is Carolina.
Do I have an ally next to this gambling mound?
King Henry's technically in melee with it.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know what you did to my dude, but yeah, I'm gonna kill you for it. So I'm gonna go ahead and like with a smile on my face.
Yeah.
Roll an advantage. Not nat 20.
Okay. Damn.
Okay, so that is. I'm gonna go ahead and roll that twice with sneak that damage. It didn't work. Damn it! What did I do wrong?
Oh. I don't know. Is there supposed to be a space? I've never been able to make the r/ thing work.
I've been doing it the whole time.
Yeah. Maybe like you accidentally added a space somewhere.
Yeah. Let's see. Ian, you were just doing it. How did it work?
Oh, you mistyped the R. It's /R, not r/.
Ah.
This ain't
Roll
Reddit,
20,
buddy.
not Reddit. Yeah.
What the
Sure,
sigma?
subreddit is 2d8 plus 9 plus 1d4 plus 1d6 plus 1d8.
I love that Minecraft seed.
Yeah. That's a 30.
And again. It's a 63.
Oh.
Crit.
63 damage?
Yep.
Okay, what weapon are you using?
Light cutter.
Okay. Yeah, you pull out the double-bladed scimitar and just stab this thing right in the middle of no one touches Wade. It's my man's.
Yeah.
And with
You
its
killed my
last
boy.
gasps, this waxy demonic creature, with its last energy, it pulls its face back together into Wade's face to give you that evil, nasty, too many teeth smile again, but with Wade's face. It says, "Our spies said he was potentially special to you. And so we knew that if anyone is sent to perform King Henry's battles for him, to attempt and fail to rescue him, we knew it's probably gonna be you. And knowing you, this hell we've made for you to slog through has been built with you especially in mind. Formulated perfectly for the fledgling lesser bird god's champion in mind. At least the Raven Queen has some honor and panache, and she isn't such an obnoxious, run-through whore." And black blood falls out of Wade's mouth, and this creature dies.
I roll a 31 on another attack.
Yeah, you slice it the rest of the way in half, and it turns into goo. But outside of this room, there is still gunfire and panic.
Yeah,
And this
right after
stream of creatures.
Right after this bitch said lesser bird god.
Yeah. And called Vivian an obnoxious run-through whore.
Yeah.
It'd be wrong to say that the death gods are kind of cool because we got that shit on, buddy.
And this creature admitted to you they know that you're probably going to be the one to rescue Wade, and so they've made the trail to find Wade specifically hard for you. Or at least that's what they're saying. You don't know if it's true. You don't know who the fuck this is. But
Yeah.
But there's still terror going on in the hallways.
Man, now I'm pissed. Should we help Jaegerin?
Oh, Jaegerin
Well-
left. I'm sorry. Forget that his gun is up here.
Hmm.
His gun's up here with your Echo in the old smoking room. They're just having a great time.
We're still drinking.
Yeah, probably.
We should go help people here.
Yeah, let's find our way out.
Yeah, Henry's gonna run outside. He feels so good that he's gonna go fucking fight people. Also, Wade's in danger. He mumbles to you, Carolina, if they so much as fucking hurt a hair on Wade's head, I'm gonna repeal the laws against torture and make them suffer. And runs out the door and shoots whatever this is. The red things you see are... also, as as Henry leaves, everyone make me a perception check.
27.
Nice, nice, nice.
Damn.
In
Show his shop.
Henry's blind panic of his best friend in the world, Wade, who's been literally at his side for the last 11 years since Henry was 10 years old. He's his oldest friend, sometimes his only friend. They've been kidnapped by whoever the fuck. And so as Henry dips into a blind rage and panic, you see that his eyes flash green, and the couple of, like, pens and papers and plates he had as he was on his 6th sandwich of the day, and the chair flies right past you, TK-47. There is a wave of psychic energy that I'm not sure you guys have seen, but you know that Henry has some latent telekinetic powers. And as he stands up and turns on his purple laser sword of an it's called a beam blade, not a lightsaber. It rattles the windows with his steps as he turns it on and goes to kill whatever the hell this is. You realize they're doppelgangers, and they've ripped off their forms that used to be Thunderscrim soldiers as they were in disguise and snuck in here. But you can almost feel King Henry's heartbeats from the waves of energy as he fucking goes and stabs one. Congratulations. But he stabs one of these things.
To the window!
To the wall.
To the wall!
And Cole, you're up.
I'm gonna fucking kill them all.
And none of them are Kit. Kit was a changeling.
Changeling,
These
I
are
know.
doppelgangers. Yeah.
It was just funny.
But they're still
Dang
wearing
it.
Thunderscrim armor just for dramatic
So
effect.
I'm this one, right?
You should
That's
be
one
able
I'm
to
able to
click and
move.
move yourself.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
let me see what my move distance
Yeah,
is.
you're the one
30
with
feet.
Dragon Slayer.
Oh, that's what
Dragon
you meant when you
Slayer?
said Dragon Slayer.
I have to zoom in really close on the mini. What do you mean?
It's the Berserk sword.
Oh, I just grabbed random
But-
minis.
So I'm gonna move here,
Okay.
and I'm gonna whack this guy in the freaking face using two-handed, two-weapon fighting. So I have Pale's Equal Law and my sword out. Let me get the actual fucking thing. A short sword. So first is Equal Law, second is short sword. 7 and 5, so that is a 13 and 12. Do either of those hit?
They do not.
Okay, then I'm just going for the same thing again.
Okay.
Short sword, equal law. Equal law misses. Short sword is a 26.
Okay. To
Nice.
hit? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a 1d6 plus 3. Really going crazy here. That's a 5. 5 damage.
Okay, yeah, and you can move your Echo, Carolina. Yes, but you stab one of these things finally, and it does hurt real bad. You can see they're still goopy monsters with big alien eyes, but they're wearing Thunderscrim gear and have Thunderscrim guns. Yikes. But yeah, you do stab one. And it screams and kind of laughs at you.
Oh. I don't like that.
You get because it's evil, not because the stab. Anyway,
Gary.
do you have anything else you want to do?
Nope.
Okay. Yeah. So, amid the civilians and soldiers in here. It's this doppelganger comes out of this room, and you hear a scream as this secretary is killed, and then it starts to run up to this one. No, they hurt that one, but they don't kill them. And next up is this one. Even though King Henry tried to stab it earlier, they don't even go for Henry or Carolina's Echo. This doppelganger only goes for the secretary type person, and they do hit and do murder them a lot. I should have made the doors a different color. I feel like it's going to get confusing later. Same with this one up here. Is going to go for this soldier, who is thankfully a little bit harder to kill. Still hits them. They're not injured. They're not dead. They're just injured. Congratulations, little soldier. This one, though, is going to go right for you, Cole, because you're right next to it. That's a crit for them, yippee. And it's their first round of combat, but you're not surprised because you weren't in the room when they transformed. Congratulations for you. And that's going to be 8 damage.
Okay. When that happens, I'm just going to turn on them and do a quirky little hellish rebuke.
Okay.
So I'm just going to look at the guy that hit me and just flip him off, point the finger, and it's 2d10 fire on a failed dex save of 11.
Okay, dex save.
Dang
That's
it.
going to be... yeah. Sorry.
So then it is 1d10 damage.
Okay.
Nice. 5 damage of fire.
Okay. I will mark that down. And then this one who's he's going to walk in this hallway, and because he has Thunderscrum weapons, he's going to use a shotgun and shoot all 3 of these people. Oh yeah, and it's soon. Yeah. Yeah, as soon as I stop playing with myself here. They're all going to make a dex save. That's how I always feel when I give too many enemies.
Nah.
Look, someone has to run them, and it can't be us.
Yeah.
Something
15 feet.
enemies run through.
Yeah.
Take offense to that saying.
Oh, because they
No,
called you run
literally.
through earlier?
With swords. Run through with swords.
Run through with swords. And that blast... That blast kills this one soldier and injures this person. And... so that's them. And then this one is going to run into what is labeled the old intimate dining room.
Point.
Going to run in here, and he's actually not going to go in there and stab anyone. He's going to throw a grenade in that room. So good luck, 2 little dudes in there. They do, so they're only going to take half, but that's still 5d6. So 13 each, and they're commoners. And so these guys are also dead.
So they died 7 points ago.
Yeah.
Ain't gotta call them out like that. Blow up their spot.
And then this guy is going to go in the auxiliary kitchen, which is the people who've been making King Henry sandwiches all day. And he's going to do the same thing.
How dare they?
So these guys are going to make a dex save.
How dare they fuck with the kitchen? I'm gonna murder that dude twice.
Okay.
One of them passed.
The dex save for a frag grenade is 15, so all of them failed. Of the 4. So
I'm
5
murdering the
mistakes.
kitchen. Did he get out? Because he ran way in the room.
Yeah, they are blowing themselves up, these 2 that are in here. But they do kill all 4. And heavily injure themselves. They're not very smart, or you reckon they're on a suicide mission.
Do I have spare to die? Yeah, I do have spare to die. I'm murdering this dude multiple times.
And then this poor dude who's in the bathroom is going to get murdered while taking a shit, probably. He's going to get shot with a hand cannon.
Miss.
What a way to go.
He does not miss, but he does get shot with a hand cannon, which is a 2d6 plus 4. He's also dead.
Shot a dude on the toilet.
Yeah, that sucks. And then this person's gonna come out of the women's bathroom and shoot this
you
guy
could
in
at
the
least let
hallway.
him. You could have at least let him wipe his ass.
It's like that sometimes.
He shit himself again anyway, so it's kind of pointless.
And this person walked out of the bathroom and was immediately shot. Oh, I didn't even think about these all of Thunderscrim soldiers. They're going to be fighting back. Okay. Everybody, how about this? Now that I've done all that math and wasted all of our time, it's just occurred to me, it's going to take me 5 million years for all the soldiers to shoot back at these guys. All three of you roll me D100s.
Can someone roll for me? Because
I feel
do have to pop off
Got him.
I feel
Nah.
extremely stupid. I just wasted 10 minutes when I could have just done
Nah.
that.
I do got to pop off though, so let me know what happened.
Matt, you rolled 100.
Okay. He rolled a 100?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
47.
Okay. So, and then me average those together. So you lose 60% of the people on this map. No, I'm so sorry. 40%. You lose 40% of the people on this map, which means that, like, 10 civilians die in this terrorist attack. But you're left reeling, and maybe these people can be resurrected, but they'll have to look through their personnel files and see if they, there's a DNR, do not resurrect. But, before the 1 minute has passed on Revivify, it's fair game. But the actual resurrection, they have to, see if there's a DNR. But you are left with the puddle of slime of this demonic creature who had impersonated Wade, and then all the dead doppelgangers who had impersonated Thunderscrim soldiers. Even when they were near their death's door, they set off shape charges. So this floor of the castle is in, it's easy to say, disarray. And King Henry is panicked, and but we will pick up with the end of that chaos next time.
Next time. On
Sorry
Cowboys
that I
and Illithids.
didn't think about rolling percents before we went.
That's all right. Next time. On
Next
Cowboys and Illithids.
Yeah. We'll see who the fuck dared touch Wade.
Let's fucking kill! I love murder!
Yeah.
Somebody's a dead bitch.
Yeah.
Hey, it's your DM, Bailey Ford. I would like to thank our regular players, Darian, Matt, and Ian, Hip for our cover art, and Tabletop Audio for our background music. You can find us on Twitter at @Illithids, and thank you especially for listening.